Now the inauguration ceremony for Russian President Boris Yeltsin. He was sworn in on Friday during a 25-minute ceremony.
Esteemed compatriots and foreign guests, ladies and gentlemen, we begin the festive ceremony of the inauguration of the President of the Russian Federation, Boris Nikolaevich Yeltsin, who was elected through the vote of all the people. The state flag of the Russian Federation and the presidential flag is being brought into the auditorium. I'll remind you that, pursuant to the recent presidential decree on the official symbols of presidential rule and their use during the inauguration of the re-elected President of the Russian Federation, the standard, or the official flag of the President, will be placed right near the President while he swears his oath, and after the swearing-in, a replica of the flag is raised over the residence of the head of state in the Kremlin. The flag is a square fabric of the colors of the Russian national flag, with a state coat of arms, a two-headed eagle in the middle. The Constitution of the Russian Federation and the symbol of presidential rule are now carried in. The two symbols of presidential rule are the symbol of the president and a specially printed sole copy of the text of the Constitution of Russia. The presidential symbol is the Medal of Honor for service to the homeland of the highest degree on a gold chain and is bestowed on the president for the period of his term by the chairman of the Federative Council of the Federal Assembly of Russia. The medal is not a state award, and it is the only one of its kind, and it will be handed over by the current president to his successor. The medal is made of gold covered with enamel in the form of a four-ended cross with the coat of arms depicted on the front and engraved with the motto "Benefit, Honor and Glory" on the reverse. Now, after the ringing of the Moscow chimes, which today for the first time will play the national anthem of Russia, the main part of the ceremony will begin. When the clock begins to strike, the president should appear in the auditorium. The President of the Russian Federation, Boris Nikolaevich Yeltsin. This election was held in full compliance with the Constitution, and now Boris Nikolaevich must swear his oath of allegiance to the Constitution and to the people of the country. Boris Nikolaevich, there is the text of the Constitution. You know the oath in the 82nd article of that Constitution, and you must pronounce that text, and at the moment when you pronounce your oath, you have taken office as the President of the Russian Federation. Please. I swear, in carrying out my responsibilities as President of the Russian Federation, to respect and protect the rights and liberties of the individual and the citizen, to observe and protect the Constitution of the Russian Federation, to defend the sovereignty and the independence, security and integrity of the country, to faithfully serve the people. Over the dome of the Kremlin residence of the President of the Russian Federation, the presidential flag has been raised. The chairman of the Federative Council of the Federal Assembly of the Russian Federation, Yegor Stroyev, places on the President of the Russian Federation, Boris Nikolaevich Yeltsin, as head of state, the symbol of presidential power. On the occasion of the inauguration of the President of the Russian Federation, Boris Nikolaevich Yeltsin, an artillery salute of 30 volleys will be fired. This concludes the solemn ceremony of the inauguration of the President of the Russian Federation, Boris Nikolaevich Yeltsin. And so the nationally elected President of the Russian Federation, Boris Nikolaevich Yeltsin, officially has taken office and will assume his responsibilities for a 4-year term.